Thank you very much. The essence of this retreat is to get our members up to date about the procurement system in Nigeria, so that when we are going for an oversight, everybody will get and well up for the type of activities they are going to expect on the field. Like I said, procurement is not limited to buying and selling. You start right from when you initiate the tendering, when you are even programming on how to do the job. All this encompasses to make what procurement system is all about. Our aim as a committee is to put in place a solid means of oversighting all the MDAs, the agencies, and all ministries that government has interest. Whether it is 1%, whether it's 10%, this committee will want to protect that government interest. We want to see that there is value for money. We want to see that the government appropriation is used judiciously. We don't want corruption. We don't want any shady business. The type of business we are expecting from Nigeria contractors and suppliers is for them to be very transparent, for everybody to have participation in the procurement system in Nigeria. So it is not going to be a backdoor run affair. It should be made open. It should be transparent. Everybody should have a part of the share. That is what we are aiming at. So at the end of the day, all agencies that we are inviting to come to submit records, it's not that we are shunting. We just want them to see that, yes, they are keeping good records. We want to see that Nigerians have access to what they are doing, because we are going to publish the names of all agencies, the names of all MDAs, the name of all transactors that refuse to appear for invitation. We are not asking them to bring all their offices. It's a way of keeping documentation. At the beginning of any year, when you are being appropriated, when your budget is given to you, you should be able to start that activities from there. Keep your record. It doesn't cost you anything to do. If you are doing a good job, you must keep proper record. You must do it in the best practice. You must do it in the way that, yeah, you'll be happy with yourself, you'll be happy with the organization, you'll be happy with your MDAs, you'll be happy with your procurement act. The act, Procurement Act 2007, expressly says what is required. If you follow that act, you are not going to make any mistake. You follow that act, you are going to do a good job. You follow that act, your record will be kept properly and you will release it as at when due. So it is only the act that does not give an option of fine. When you violate this act, the penalty is there, and which everybody knows. You go to jail. So, and that is not what we are here for. We are here to encourage all the ministries. We are here to encourage all the government parastatals. We are here to encourage all the agencies that they can do it better. They should wake up from the old system of procurement. They should adapt to this global method of getting things done very well. I'm happy with the DG of BPP is doing a very good job. We can see it in his activities, and we still want him to do more. Let him talk more to all the procurement directors and let them be keeping their records. When we call for them, it won't take years before they submit. We have some agencies that they have not responded to our invite as we talk now, and they received letters for almost about 3, 4, 5, 6 months. They have not responded to our invite. And such agents, we want them to have the opportunity to listen to what we are saying, and with them, we'll be calling them for training too. We're calling them how to keep their record. We want professionals, we want technocrats who can do this job better, so that Nigeria will be happy. We want to have value for our money. We want what we are spending, what we are appropriating. In fact, the president is doing a lot of work. And that work, let it translate in our procurement system. Let that work that Mr. President and the money that Mr. President is spending, let it translate into good roads, into good medical facility, into good education, into good infrastructure, into amenities. So that is what we stand for. And I think we are getting there gradually, previously, before you start talking of spending another money. So that is one of the penalties. Another one, we will decide that one based on what the Act 2007 says. This is expressly stated there. Yeah? Thank you.
My expectation goes this way. You know, in public procurement, you cannot be spending government funds without being accountable for it. This retreat will shape the way, will guide people on how to go in public procurement, because what we witnessed so far is some people do public procurement without due process. I expect them to, those that has not been conforming with the procurement process, they will start conforming. I expect them to change. I expect to witness good result.
This retreat is very significant for the Senate Committee on Procurement. Very significant in the sense that the Procurement Act and the internationally based practice on procurement is very important for members of the committee to be conversant with the Procurement Act, be conversant with best practice of procurement in other countries and what it is in Nigeria. And we need to be very exposive on our roles as Senate, as legislators, in terms of particularly on oversight. You can't go for an oversight when you don't really know what the law says or what the act says. So I feel that the retreat is very, very relevant. And from the first paper given to us, we are made to know that there is a gap of knowledge, gap of understanding, and therefore we are even proposing that this retreat has to be periodically done, so that members of the committee will be very conversant to strengthen the function, the roles and execution of NDAs and even the Bureau for Public Procurement itself, because this committee has oversight on NDAs and even the BPP, that's the procurement BPP. Yes. Now, from what we learn, but what is the main aim of the Procurement Act? The Procurement Act is an act to bring fairness to all Nigerians or all contractors on issues of contract that they desire to participate. It gives an opportunity for accountability. It also gives an opportunity to add value to money. All monies appropriated for the purpose of contracts. Those monies should, the value for money should be felt when the jobs are done. And then it brings about accountability, so that whoever is doing it must be accountable for whatever will happen. So I feel that the Procurement Act will meet its maximal expectation when legislators are conversant with the Act and also up and doing in their role on oversight. I think this is one of the main reasons for the retreat. And if you were inside, you will find out that the retreat has become very discursive. After every subtopic, who wants to ask questions, that's to tell you that it's quite engaging. And I think we look forward to such more retreats and for more time and more periodical in nature. This brings to bear that as elected legislators, we are coming from different backgrounds. You may find yourself in a particular committee that probably professionally you are not equipped, and therefore retreats should be done in all committees because it will help us to give our best. If you are going on another side, but you are not conversant about what the MDA does, you are not in position to oversight them. So retreats are very important. I think from this one in particular and all other retreats that we've been having, I feel that retreats should be periodic in nature. From time to time, legislators need to come around, have retreats. The MDAs might need retreat because sometimes some of the policies made by government, if people do not undergo retreat to be more educated about the policies, the implementation can be a problem. And again, even from from today's retreat, it will help us to know the challenges that are in the Act, where there is a need to change some of the laws, where there are challenges. We'll now know the challenges and we'll make appropriate repeal of the law establishing those places, so that at the end of the day we'll attain maximum output. And so it is also for other committees. The more the retreat, the more the exposure to challenges, the more the exposure to knowledge, and therefore will add more value to our MDAs. Retreats are like grease, are like energizing our MDAs to function much more better.
To me, from my understanding, we learn about, personally me, about global practice to make doing business with government very easy and very transparent, because when we have engagement with some of the agencies, they complain about the bureaucracy and the government. So today we try to discuss how to make this easy. To live with this, representing the good people of Taraba South.
On behalf of the Leadboats Consulting Team, I extend my sincere appreciation to the distinguished chairman and members of the committee for entrusting us with this important responsibility. Your confidence in our firm is a testament to your commitment to excellence and continuous improvement in governance. We are confident that insights shared in this retreat will translate to stronger institutional capacity, improve policy coherence, and enhance national credibility in public procurement governance. Once again, I welcome you warmly to this transformative experience, and I wish us all fruitful deliberation and impactful outcome. Thank you, and God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria.